For a long time now, it's been the urbanness of skateboarding that's been used for marketing to the masses. It draws on the edginess of city streetboarding and its rich culture to romanticise it to the public as part of the skater's edgy struggle. But this trend may be reaching its natural end. Recently, it seems the right climate to bring attention to a growing type of skater that is often overlooked. A more tranquil skater, a more rural skater. This year, the village skater is making waves in the Shires. We are the Village Green Preservation Society. James Ploughman has been the best skater in his local village for the best part of 2 decades. He's become a local legend, having a skate park named after him, is chairman of the Village Skate Society, and even has his own commemorative statue. For that time, he got 5th in a competition in the big city.
Ashington is a great place to live. It's really well equipped. It's got a co-op, 2 post boxes and a specialist knitting shop. We are the draft beer. It's even got a ducking stall. We've got a lot of witches here. If a woman's got more than 10 cats, we duck her anyway. I live a fairly normal village life here. I'm involved in lots of very village-like activities, like water divining. I'm upper middle batsman for the local cricket team, and I'm also a very keen beekeeper. Kumba, good bees. My dad was a skater, my great-granddad was a skater, and my great-great-granddad was a skater. But he was also a sex offender, so we don't talk about him. Together, we will go our way. I've always preferred skating villages. I find the restriction of spots really brings out my creativity. We don't have many street spots here, but there's a good 2-stair outside the village hall, and mad steers wax up the foam exchange curbs. They still don't slide or grind, but that's how we like it in the village. It builds character. It makes us who we are. We will start life new together. This is probably the best spot in the village, the co-op bank to curb. City skaters wouldn't even consider this a spot, but by village rules, anything over 10 degrees is a bank in our book. This is the Ashington kicker to rail spot. I did this in '97. I could do it again now, but it's not worth the risk. I don't want to risk my ankles because of my Morris dancing career. Nothing gives me more pleasure than dancing around with a couple of hankies in my hand. In Ashington, we spray paint dog shit with luminous paint. We find it's a good way to shame irresponsible dog owners. We keep a clean village here. At the heart of every village scene is the local skate park. A lot of people think it's crap, but we had it designed that way on purpose. We find it keeps the outsiders out, and that suits us just fine. We've got a really strong scene here. There's 5 of us. There used to be 6, but Dave's got a girlfriend, so we rarely see him now. It's not like those city ramps. There's no heroin addicts living underneath the platforms, and there's no human faeces on the flat bottom. We keep a clean ramp here in the village. Safety first. Hasn't caught on in the cities, probably never will, it's a village thing. I like to do my shoes up really tight for that extra security. To get them extra tight, sometimes I use Shire horses. The centrepiece of the skate park is obviously the mini ramp. Because everybody hates a tourist. We keep our tricks in the traditional style. All grinds go to tail. All blunt tricks go to another stall. Why go straight in? Why take risks? You will never understand. Some skaters go to disaster so frantically. Why risk your board? I've had this board for 9 grip jobs now, and I've rebuilt the tail with oak. My motto is, why grab late when you could grab early? Sometimes I grab on the way to the park. I'm the best in the village. If someone wants to see something spectacular, then I'm your man. The Ashington Smasher, my signature move. I'm on fire. I'm out of this stratosphere. Stupid things that you do, 'cause you think that. One of my favourite tricks is the nasal stall. It's where I really feel that I can express myself, be free with my thoughts. I've been known to stall for quite a long time. Sometimes so long that I need another shave when I revert out. So it got me thinking, I should be the world record holder for the longest nasal stall. Here's the world record adjudicator, Doris McWhirter.
Hello!
Hello!
So James, the world record currently stands at 23 hours and 43 minutes.
Gonna smash it.
I'm going to start my stopwatch when your nose touches down.
Fine with me.
James, you broke the world record! 24 hours and 26 minutes. I have never seen anything so amazing on a skateboard.
Of course you have, and I'm a village legend. I want a gold plaque on the back of the ramp. We're going to have to dip into the ramp maintenance fund. I want the most expensive one in the catalogue. I'm looking at some footage of Diggs here. Great little skater. He's from a little village called Kingston. Lovely little place. Hang on a minute. He's skating Lewis here. Lewis is technically a town. Damn! Traitor!
One of the downsides of being a village skater is it's often considered better to be a big fish in a small pond. Branching outside of skating locally is often frowned upon, unless it's to come fifth in a competition, of course. But in a lovely little village in the South Downs called Kingston, a young skater called Diggory English, or Diggs for short, is attempting to build a small skateboarding bridge between the towns and the villages. In some senses, Diggs is a very traditional village skater. He lives in a 17th century house. His dad is very involved in parish politics and is at present negotiating the moving of the village bench 2 inches to the right. He even skates a ramp in a barn, which is half filled with old tractors. In some ways, it doesn't get more village. But unlike Ploughman not wanting to be pigeonholed to just villages, Diggs has been venturing out to towns like Lewis, Horsham and even Brighton, which was given city status in 2001. While respecting Diggs' ability, James Ploughman has often been dismissive of Diggs' break with traditional village style in his tricks, labelling it a bit hectic, thinking he needs to stall for a bit longer and take less risks generally.
Well, Ploughman thinks there's only one way to be a village skater. But to be honest, I still think he's hurting from when Kingston beat Ashington in the best kept village competition in 2012. You know, I respect his nasal stalling stamina, but last time I skated with him, he was holding it for 4 hours. I mean, I had to go. I had school in the morning. I do respect his village traditions, but I need to forge my own path.
And that, Diggs has very much done, blazing a trail through the various skate parks in the area, even filming some of his endeavours, which have been compiled into what city skaters call a section. All set to some jaunty pop music.
I have. Would you like to see?
Comes up to about here. So surely you need some sort of like concave lens, like an anti-fisheye or something. Normal fisheye just, it wouldn't work. I mean, look at him.
Dave, Olympic coach, tell me, what do you think of Diggs?
I think it's fake news. Conspiracy against all the old people.
crazy.
He's more than just his looks, you know.
Is he?
Kissed by a midget.
The city skaters, they're all about Instagram. In the village, we've got a notice board.
That's me!
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going
What did you do?
anywhere. Just a city boy. Born and raised
We
in
follow the
South
rules.
Detroit.
We like to keep a tight line. We don't go out of our comfort zone. The grass isn't greener on the other side. That's my motto.
Is that Sergio Tashini?
A singer in a smoking room.
I feel that we as villagers have been oppressed over the years. They want it all urban, all street, but us villagers, we've got our own style. They don't understand us. I can't live. Malfunction.
Are there shadows searching in the night? Streetlights, people,
I'm a ham and wine man.
find emotion hiding somewhere in the night.
Dig's done really well. He's a great skater, but I think there's one thing that he's lacking. To be on the village level, you should stall on the tail more on your tricks. That would make him A1.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling, yeah. Streetlights, people.
So James,
I don't think anyone will break my record for the nasal stall. I think that's going to stand the test of time. I did think Diggs was a traitor at first. At the time I was quite angry, but I'm getting over it now. Us villagers have got to stick together.